Police are often involved in confrontations that may be seen as attempts to boost their egos. But what happens when these cops encounter educated citizens? Here are some cases where police officers were exposed for their behavior. These two rookie cops really crossed the line when they messed around with an educated citizen, and thankfully, it all came to light. Here's how it went down. They approached a guy who was just sitting in his parked car at a public parking lot. One of the cops even went as far as opening the car door, which is a big no. That's a reminder for all of us to keep our car doors locked. You never know what kind of cop you might run into. Anyway, back to the story. These cops told the guy they had to leave the parking lot. He was confused, not understanding why he was being kicked out of a public space or what he had done wrong. One of the cops tried to justify it by saying they got a call about him sleeping in his car. But here's the kicker. The man was wide awake, chatting with them, not snoozing. He had been there for a while, yes, but not breaking any law about sleeping in his car there because no such law exists. The man didn't let this slide. He challenged the cops, asking them to show him the law that says he can't sleep in his car in a public lot. The cops were stumped, but they quickly switched gears, claiming he was there every day, which is kind of creepy when you think about it. It's worrying that these cops were keeping tabs on where people go in the city and when. Don't they have more important things to focus on? Then the first cop just bluntly said they wanted him to leave. But here's the thing, the man wasn't there to fulfill their whims. They weren't in any position to demand anything since he hadn't committed any crime. They shouldn't have even approached him in the first place.
Am I being detained?
No, we're just here to talk to you.
All right. If I'm not being detained, I'd appreciate it if you... Whoa. If I'm not being detained, I'd appreciate it if you get back out of my personal space.
No, it's a knife.
All right. If I'm not being detained, I'd appreciate it if you back out of my personal space.
And I've seen you multiple times.
Okay. I go down I'm on this parking lot is for the path, the bike
But
path.
you can't sleep here. You can't reside.
I'm not sleeping right now. Did you see me sleeping?
Dan calls that you're sleeping here.
Okay, I'm not sleeping right now.
Okay.
Me and him are awake. We're having a conversation.
You guys both reside in this vehicle? Like, you guys both?
Nobody resides in any vehicles.
All right. Do you mind just leaving? Because we're getting calls of you guys sleeping here.
Yeah, I was about to walk to the store.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
But can you move your vehicle somewhere else?
This is a public parking lot.
So we're getting calls if you're sleeping and you can't be sleeping in a public park.
I'm not sleeping right now. Did you see me sleeping?
Hey, Matt.
Is that illegal?
No, it's not illegal, but you
Okay.
can't be sleeping inside the vehicle.
Okay, that's not illegal, is it?
So we're getting calls for it.
That's not a crime, though.
Appreciate you.
Am I being detained?
No, we're just here to talk to you.
All right. If I'm not being detained, I'd appreciate it if you... Whoa. If I'm not being detained, I'd appreciate it if you get back out of my personal space.
No, it's a knife.
All right. If I'm not being detained, I'd appreciate it if you back out of my personal space.
All right, sir.
Jerry B is asking you to vacate the premises if you're not going to purchase any food with him, okay? We're asking you to.
Okay, Jerry's parking lot is on the other side. This parking lot is for the bike path.
Okay. Listen.
This parking lot is for the
You have
bike
reports
path.
that you've been sleeping in the vehicle, and this is where you are, okay?
Is that illegal?
You can't be sleeping in the vehicle.
Officer 55, is that illegal?
You're not just sleeping.
That's not a crime in the state of Rhode Island. That is not a crime in the state of Rhode Island.
All right. Well, we're just asking him to leave for now. That's okay. I got it for me.
If I'm not suspected of any crime, and I'm free to go, can you guys please get out of my personal space? You just said I'm not suspected of a crime. Why are you pushing on my door now?
I'm not pushing it.
What are you investigating? You're saying sleeping is not a crime.
No, you can't be here.
Sleeping is not a crime. I'm not allowed in the parks?
No, we're getting calls from Derry B saying that you're here sleeping inside the vehicle and you've been here.
Me and him are hanging out together. There's nobody sleeping.
I saw you the other day here. You guys always here.
However, the man stood his ground, explaining to the cops that as a free American citizen, he's entitled to hang out in any public space like this parking lot whenever he feels like it, whether he's there to nap, watch a movie, or play video games. He made it clear he could visit as often as he wanted, any time of day. One of the cops claimed that the parking lot closes in the evening. That seemed pointless to bring up. It was only noon, and the evening was hours away. But that wasn't even the most absurd part of the encounter. There wasn't even a sign saying the lot closes at night, which meant the cops were likely making it up on the spot. Then the cops pressed him further, asking why he was there. The man told them he had business to attend to, which led one cop to demand proof. However, the man knew he didn't owe them any explanation. The cops overstepped again, telling him they'd let him stay for now, as if they had another choice, and that they'd come back in the evening to check on him. Calmly, the man informed them that if they did come back and found him there, they could expect to meet his lawyer too. It was a clear stand for his rights, showing he wasn't about to be intimidated. Imagine being in his shoes. What would you do if faced with such an overreach? Would you stand up like he did, ready to defend your rights, or would you act differently?
Well, this is a beautiful place, a beautiful public park where I'm allowed to be. Why would I not be here?
Yeah, but you're sleeping here. We're getting calls.
Did you just see me sleeping here?
No, but we're getting calls.
Just because you see me laying down playing a video game doesn't mean I'm sleeping or watching a movie. That doesn't mean this is a public place.
Well, you know the park closes at sunset.
Do you guys have a sign for that?
Huh?
You have a sign for that?
There should be a sign over there.
Okay, because Google Maps says this is open 24/7 Google Maps says this is open 24/7 for the bike path because the bike path is open 24/7. Okay, their parking lot is on the other side of the property.
All right, but you're.
And if you really must know, since you don't want to get out of my personal space, I've been looking at the business for a friend that was thinking about purchasing it. He's wondering if the place is actually having business.
Well, it does have business.
Okay, well, I haven't seen any. That's why I'm here. So I'm here for business. I'm here for business, and I'm in public. I'm in a public park. I don't need to prove anything. Do you suspect me of a crime? Am I suspected of a crime?
We're just here to check your well-being.
Okay, I'm fine.
And we want you.
I'm fine. I'm in a public. You just said I'm allowed to be here until sunset. You just said.
So if I come back on sunset and you're still here, the Google Maps says this is open past sunset. Says it's open 24/7. So are you threatening me? No.
Officer 94. Why are you still bantering me?
I'm not. You're bantering me.
Okay, well, you could be on your way then.
What is it?
You could be on your way if you don't suspect me of a crime.
Okay.
All right, so listen, right now, you're okay to be here. Right now. But once it gets dark and that past dark, the vehicle cannot be here, okay?
Okay, Google Maps says this is open 24/7
Technically, this is
for the bike
okay?
path.
Yeah, I mean the park
Right.
after the dark.
Google
hour.
Maps says this bike path park is open 24/7.
Not after dark.
You guys should correct that or put a sign out.
It's considered a park, so
You
after
guys,
dark you cannot
okay.
be here, okay?
You guys
If
should
it's dark,
correct
after
that.
dark, you can be cited, okay?
Okay, so
All right?
can you stop
Fair
threatening me and be on your
I'm
way?
not threatening you. You'll be fine.
You've been in my personal space. You're detaining me without a reasonable suspicion of a crime.
You didn't say that. We're just here to check you out.
Yeah, you still haven't. What are you still looking for?
Huh?
What are you still looking for?
I can look at the vehicle, sir.
Okay, can you put my stuff back? Since
No, that's officer safety. You have a knife. That's close to us.
you have no reason to be here.
We do have reasonable call here.
You had no reasonable expectation of any crime right now. You're still bantering with me for more than 5 minutes.
Well-being check right now, so.
And you said my well-being was, I was awake, breathing when you showed up.
I'm continue to argue with you.
All right, good,
Right
thank
now,
you.
you're fine.
All right.
Dark vehicle can't be here. You can't be here, okay?
All right.
You are still here. You get cited for it.
All right, my lawyer will be here when you guys get here.
When I was fishing the other day over there, they said 9 o'clock.
Huh?
Came there, flashed the light.
There's no signs here. Google Maps says it's open all night.
A cop noticed some boys running in the middle of the night and found their behavior odd. Honestly, I don't really see the issue here. The boys chose to run at night to avoid daytime heat, which makes perfect sense to me. However, the cop in his report labeled these guys as suspicious because they were running near the police station security booth, suggesting they were up to something shady. But that's not the case. They were simply out for a run, and the cop stopped them. Was it really that hard to grasp? What's even more baffling is that this cop was foolish enough to admit on camera that these guys are often seen in public areas. Well, that's great. It means they're free to go wherever they want, and this cop should really keep his distance.
Well, yeah, when you guys are all acting suspicious and run through the parking lot.
What's wrong with running?
What's wrong with it?
We're just running.
Come on.
What?
It's exercise. Come on.
This isn't exercise.
It is exercise.
Here's the deal. I don't care if you're recording. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
Okay? And I know why you guys are out here.
Okay.
Totally makes sense.
What am
okay?
I here for?
But don't bring attention to yourself by acting suspicious, snooping around our secured gate.
There's nothing wrong with running.
And then when I say something to you, then what do you guys do? You start hiding behind the dumpsters. You're hiding back over here.
What's it
Because
down?
you guys are scary, man.
Well, then why come to the police department if we're so scary?
Well, we're just going to take pictures.
Okay, and that's fine.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, I like that. You just press it right here.
No, I've actually made contact with both of them in the parking lot.
Can you keep your hands where I can see them too? Thank you.
What do they call you guys again? You're like,
TikTokers? Maybe?
no,
Or not?
they're in the public side now.
You always been.
No, I know that. I never said you were on the other side.
But what's up? I don't get it. I'm kind of confused right now.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
You're not confused.
You said they're on the public side now.
You're on the public side.
Yeah.
You've always been on the public side.
Yeah.
Right? There's no confusion on why you guys are here. I totally get it.
Okay.
You guys can record all you want.
Okay.
But don't bring attention to yourself by acting suspicious by a secure gate, and then when I try and make contact with you or say something to you, now you guys are hiding behind dumpsters, hiding behind bushes.
What's wrong with that?
It's suspicious.
Well, look, suspicious ain't against the law, though.
You're right, it's not against the law, but it's still a reason for me to make contact with you.
Now that you found out, you mind leaving us alone now?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm still trying to get it.
You do mind?
Huh?
You do mind?
Is any one of you on probation or parole?
Are you?
information?
I'm not, no.
Can I see your digits
Are
real
you?
quick just to make
Yeah,
sure?
here you go. It's right here. It's Emerson.
Oh,
My
K9.
badge number's 126.
Driver's license?
I don't, not with me.
For some reason, though, he thought he was being super helpful and asked the boys in a supposedly friendly manner if they needed anything from him. They should have just been left alone to continue their activities, but the story doesn't end there. The cop came back shortly after, claiming he had figured out why the boys were behaving this way. He suggested they were just trying to get attention and declared he knew this because he's a professional. The fact that he felt the need to assert his professionalism really says a lot about his character, doesn't it?
You don't happen to have a driver's license on you?
What's that?
You don't happen to have a driver's license on you?
I do.
You mind if we see it real quick?
I do mind.
Okay. We just want to know who we're talking to.
Yeah, I showed you. It's Officer Emerson, and my badge number's 126.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was the area code. I don't know why.
Oh, come on.
916.
Yeah.
916.
Emerson, real quick, you mind if I pat you down?
You
Just-
mind if you pat me down?
just for our
Do you mind if
safety?
I pat you down?
I do.
Do you? Then I mind if you pat me down too.
Okay.
I kind of
Yeah.
mind.
Just a
but
question, you know?
Yeah.
I'm married. I'll let you, but I'm married, so I can do it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Do you guys need anything else?
No.
We
You
just
have
need
any
a
questions
business
for me?
card. We just need a quick business card. I mean, I'm trying to get.
I don't have a business card.
Oh, you don't?
No,
So,
you already asked me that.
well, that's true, huh?
Yeah,
I can't have like a loud thing right
Yeah.
there.
Can you do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
Really, I don't mind you recording, but just don't put the light in my face because I can't see it.
Oh,
Right?
just-
It actually hurts my
just-
eyes.
This hurts your eyes?
No, it really
you
does.
guys use that bright
Yeah,
flashlight.
Am I shining this light in your eyes? I'm not.
I mean, it doesn't really hurt. I mean, it's a little flashlight.
You know what? I'm okay. I appreciate
Why would
it.
you call backups like that? I mean, you called that half of that department here.
Because you guys are acting suspicious. Come on.
You could tell
You're
him code.
you're bringing the attention to yourself.
You could tell him code 4
You're
though.
bringing the attention to yourself.
I
And
wasn't.
know- and listen,
Code 4, fellas.
I know that's what you guys want to do. You want to bring the attention because you're trying to incite us to do something, which isn't going to happen.
Why would you
'Cause
say
we're-
that?
Because we're professional in what we do.
Why would you say that?
You are
Because
professional.
that's why you're here.
You are professional. I gotta
I
say.
appreciate that. Because that's why you're here. And don't act silly like
I'm
you're
not.
here.
I'm
Come on.
surprised. I'm trying. Hold on.
Hey, you know what? Hey, let's go to the police department. This is what we're gonna do.
Okay.
We're gonna grab our cameras. Let's go to the police department. We're gonna act all suspicious and stuff and see if they make contact.
So let's
with
go
us.
make Mr. Emerson
We never
famous.
said that. You're saying
You
that
guys,
about
you guys
me.
say that all the time.
How are we gonna say
Because
that?
I've seen you guys before.
How? You haven't seen me before?
No, but I've seen him before.
Who is he?
I don't know. I don't remember his name, but I bet you either I'm live on YouTube right now or I'll be on his YouTube channel later.
We're live on YouTube.
There you go, buddy.
We're live. Come
Hey,
on,
thanks,
man.
Emerson.
All right, man. Hey.
A man walked into the lobby of a police station with his cell phone out, fully aware that everyone had the right to freedom of press in a public building areas of federal buildings. You don't need to be a legal expert to understand that. However, as soon as this cop saw him, he immediately reacted, placing his hand on the man, which could potentially be grounds for a lawsuit for battery. But the cop quickly scrambled for a justification for his overreaction. He accused the man of recording some private documents that were in view, insisting this was not allowed.
But I'm right. You don't come up and just start shoving somebody. I'm trying to talk to you as a person and you're interrupting me. No. You don't come up and just start shoving somebody. You could have spoke to me and said, hey, can you not record?
I don't have you out here. I'm looking at sensitive documents here that you cannot have your phone out.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I need
Don't
you to
touch
move.
me, sir.
I need you to move.
Don't touch me.
You're
I
not
can be
going to
out
sit
here.
here.
I'm getting papers.
No, you cannot.
Yes, I can.
You're
I'm
not
getting
going to
these
sit here
papers.
and
You don't
look
get to
over
just
law
touch me.
enforcement
Why are you touching
documents.
me? I'm not looking at law enforcement documents.
You
I have
are.
a paper in my hand.
Your
you don't
phone
get to put
was
your hands on
displayed.
me, sir.
Time to
What's your
leave.
use of force
Time to
policy?
leave.
What's your use of force policy?
Okay, you're now being recorded right now.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't have you out there. I'm looking at sensitive documents here that you cannot have your phone out.
Whoa, whoa,
I need you
don't
to
touch
move.
me, sir.
I need you to move.
Don't touch me.
You're
I can
not
be
going to
out
sit
here.
here.
I'm getting papers.
No, you cannot.
Yes, I can.
You're
I'm
not
getting
going to
these
sit here.
papers.
You're now being recorded right now.
Well, that's
Time to
fine.
leave.
I'm trying to get papers.
I'm
and you're
telling
pushing
you,
me,
you
and now
can
your
no
finger's in
longer
my
video.
face.
You can no longer video here. You're not going to come back here and video my law enforcement documents.
Who said I'm videoing your law enforcement documents?
You are taking
I'm
video
getting pictures.
the entire time you're in here, and
I'm
you were
allowed
just
to do
here,
this.
and you just had your phone pointed at me.
This is a public lobby. I'm
This
in a
is
public
not public
space.
information.
Then you need to hide it from the public.
No.
But I'm in public space.
No. You need to
don't
be
get
polite
just come push me.
and not come
You need to
to
be
the side of
polite
my
and don't
desk.
come put your hands on
Okay.
people for no dang reason. What's your use of force policy?
I have a reason.
You have
You're
a
not
reason
gonna be
to
behind
use
my
force?
desk here
You have a reason
pointing
to use
your
force
camera
right
over
now?
there.
You have a reason to walk up to me and use force right
The
now because I have a
appropriate use.
camera.
The
That's
appropriate
appropriate use of force?
The appropriate use.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you at all.
You don't get to touch me because you don't like where I'm standing. You don't like that I have a First Amendment right.
So
You don't get to touch
so
me
your
for
whole
that.
purpose here
Your whole
is to
purpose
try
is
and
to get
cause
out of my
problems,
face and get
okay?
back to work. You're dismissed. I don't need you.
No.
I'm in a public space.
No.
Okay, I can record this whole area
No,
if
you
I feel
can't.
like it. The hell I
No,
can't.
you can't.
I can record back here, anywhere I can
No,
see
you
from
can't.
public. The hell I can't. The hell I can't.
What do you?
I know what the law is on this. What is your deal?
Why
Act
are
like
you
a good
here?
cop.
What is your purpose?
None of your business. Go back to work. I don't need you. You're dismissed.
It is my business.
You're dismissed. What's your name and badge number?
We don't have badge numbers.
What's your name and badge
Officer
number?
Thompson.
How come your
We
name
don't
isn't
have
on your
badge
shirt?
numbers.
How come your name's not on your shirt?
First off, the man hadn't recorded anything. He had merely walked into the building. Secondly, if any sensitive documents were in plain sight, that wasn't the man's problem. It was the cop's responsibility to secure any sensitive information, not to police who saw it. When the man asked the cop for his name and badge number, the cop claimed they didn't have badge numbers. Yeah, right. The man took this opportunity to give the cop a bit of an education on how he should conduct himself, suggesting he should cover up any important papers if he's concerned about them being seen by someone exercising their constitutional rights. This, of course, offended the cop because he wasn't used to being told how to act.
I don't
Where's
have
your
a
name tag?
I just told you my name.
Where's your name tag?
I just
Legally
told you
have
my
to wear
name.
one, don't you?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you gotta
No.
identify yourself.
No, I don't.
You don't get to come
I
touch
just
me. Don't
identified
ever
myself.
touch me again. You understand
Stop.
that? Stop what? You're tough with the badge and gun and people behind you. You don't come up and push somebody. I'm getting papers right here, and you walk up and start shoving me. What's wrong with you?
What is your purpose?
What is your purpose? That's what I'm asking. I'm getting papers. I wasn't even talking to you. Exactly.
No, superbly fine, thanks.
I don't understand what your problem was, but I wasn't even focusing on you. I was getting my papers, and I can record you.
You were focusing on my
Sir,
screen,
I can record
which is
you,
information
and if
that's
your
not
screen
on you.
is open to the public, if we can view it, we can record it. That's the way the law works.
You're wrong.
But I'm right. You don't come up and just start shoving somebody. I'm trying to talk to you as a person, and you're interrupting me.
No.
You don't come up and just start shoving somebody. You could have spoke to me and said, "Hey, can you not record my screen?" I would have said, "No problem," and I would have turned it away from your screen.
Why you
But
wouldn't
instead, you
want
come
your
shove me.
information recorded.
I wouldn't,
If
which
you
is
were
why
a
I feel
caller-
like you should do a better job of hiding
if
this
you were a
information.
caller,
That's why I feel like you
and
should
I
do a
had
better
your
job of hiding this
up on the
information.
screen, would you want someone coming over to the side of my desk?
I would want you
filming
to do your
information?
job and hide the information. That's what I would want you to do.
So are you advising me on doing
You're screwing up because if somebody could see it from the public, they could record it. And you're saying you're trying to protect the information. Coming up and shoving somebody is not protecting information. You could have just spoke to me, sir, like a human. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I would have said, no problem. I won't record the screen. I don't care about your screen at all. Instead, you came and shoved me and started yelling at me and sticking your fingers in my face. I just don't understand. I don't understand why you would
You have a
do it.
business card or something?
I do, but I'm not going to give it to
You're
you.
probably an attorney, I'm guessing. Or
That's cute. That's cute.
How you doing? Good.
I'm good.
So, this is Sergeant DeGiulio.
That's fine.
So this gentleman's just here.
Yeah, I'm here. No
And-
problem.
And he's recording everywhere. But my problem with that is he came back here and was recording.
Oh, I came back where?
My screen. The problem with that is he came back here and was recording.
Oh, I came back.
But my problem with that.
A man noticed some cops and decided to see what would happen if they caught him peeking into a police car. Of course, this didn't go over well. The cops didn't realize that looking into a car, suspicious as it may seem to them, is a civil matter, and the man had every right to do so. After all, they're supposed to enforce the law, not their feelings. Moments later, more than 5 cops surrounded him. But the real issue wasn't just that they invaded his personal space, though they really should keep at least a 6-foot distance to prevent citizens from feeling threatened by armed officers. The situation escalated when 2 cops, one on each side, grabbed his arm so tightly that he couldn't move. Who was going to tell these cops that this man wasn't actually a criminal and that they were overreacting? One female cop squeezed his arm so hard that it cut off his circulation. The man got understandably upset. How could he not? Imagine being held down and manhandled just for looking at something. It's a frightening thought. As if that wasn't enough, their supervisor showed up and he was a huge letdown. He immediately took the sides of his cops without even listening to what the man had to say.
I got your back, mate. You're not ginger though, are you? Hey, officers, look what you're doing, man. Officers, I need help. Can you arrest these lot?
Anything you shouldn't do, mate.
Yeah, can you arrest them, please? Look, they just look.
Do you have anything you shouldn't
They're
do?
assaulting me.
It might hurt me. Whilst I'm searching you.
the back, that way being searched.
Yeah.
There's a reason for it.
Huh? Why are you squeezing? Stop squeezing. I'm not being hostile. Stop squeezing. And you as well, look.
Making noise. And then, as I've come out, he's been looking into the mobile police station.
Yeah, I told you what I looked for.
A can of Monster. It's just suspicious, mate, isn't it? It doesn't look
To look
great.
at a can of Monster?
And then I've asked you numerous times if you need help.
I saw a can of Monster, so I had a quick look inside the van.
Kind of monster inside the van. He's also looking over the back gate into the police station. Mate, he's also looking over the back gate into the police station.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I got eyes, that's all.
Alright, okay. Looking for anything particular, or was there a kind of monster in the police
No,
station?
I was exercising my eyes to look. You know, that's why we have eyes these days.
Okay, so do you understand why you're being searched then?
Not really, no.
You don't?
I actually called you to help me, and now you're giving me rubbish as well.
I've explained to you numerous times.
Look what you're doing, look. Look, I'm not hostile. I don't know why they're squeezing arms.
No, but you're not complying with us, are you?
How did I not comply?
Because you're being very argumentative, aren't you? You're not doing what we ask, and you're being very argumentative.
Yeah, I called these two for help.
You got me.
What do you mean shush? You shush.
You hurt my ears.
Huh? Hurt your ears? You sound Scottish.
Well done, son.
Aye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you continue
You're a bit of a bully, aren't you? Are you going to do what?
If you don't shut up, you may be arrested.
If I don't shut up, I'm going to be arrested.
If you continue to take.
Well, I think you're talking a lot of shite. Personally, I've learned that from this guy. What's his name? The laughing. I don't want to say the second name of it. You taught me a lot of Scottish. Why are you squeezing? You're stopping my circulation. Look. Yeah, look, it's red. It's red. Look, hang on. Let me just test that. I want to test that.
That's fine.
You're squeezing my arms.
Keep it still then. Simple as. Keep it still.
I'm not hostile, am I?
Yes, you are. What's your name, mate?
How am I hostile?
Mate, what's your
So
name?
I'm going to put you.
First of all, I'm not your mate. You address me as sir.
I won't. What's your
So
name?
two more.
You address me as sir.
Pockets. I'm going to put them back where I found them. Okay?
Sir. You call me sir, sir. I'm not your mate. How am I your mate? I called you for help. You didn't help me. And now you call me mate.
What's your name?
To provide details.
What?
What's your name?
Say that again.
It's not bad. It's up to you. No problem at all.
He said antisocial behaviour. This guy's a joker, this one. Get off me, man.
Okay, you're no longer detained. You've been.
Get off me. Idiots. Bunch of idiots.
Free to get on with your way.
No, search record. You really think you're going to get away with it like that? Search record.
Okay.
Okay. You're getting redder and redder as we speak. Search record.
Son, isn't it?
I'm in the search record.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Sir, search record.
Name for the search record.
Bunch of idiots.
What's your name for the search record?
I want my search record. I'm entitled to the search record. You're not entitled to my name. You are not entitled to my name.
Okay, how would you like the copy of your record?
I want a search record immediately.
Would you like the copy by email?
I want a search record and I'm going to start recording the encounter because you guys are animals.
Email address off here and I'll email it to you.
What? You're not taking jack. I'm not going to start swearing. You're not taking nothing from me. You're not taking nothing from me. I want a search record because I'm entitled to a search record.
Okay.
If you don't want to give it, that's fine. Just say I'm not giving you one.
There's no printer present at the moment.
Okay, I want a reference, whatever.
Okay, I'll give you one.
Why are you getting red? Why are you getting red?
So,
He's getting red. Where are you getting the scene from, man? I will shout.
I'm answering your.
I will shout. I will raise my voice.
You're asking questions, but you're not.
I will raise my voice. You zip it. How about that?
No. You are asking
Zip it.
questions, and you are not.
Zip it. You were grabbing on my arm, squeezing it 5 seconds ago, and now you're telling me to not shout. I will shout as much as I like.
The situation escalated further when the cops searched the man without a warrant or his consent. After that, they blamed him even more, which hardly seems fair. I mean, how could they expect the man to be nice to them after they literally manhandled him in the middle of the street? It wasn't just about the search. They were ruining his reputation in public. Think about it. What else would you assume about someone being held and surrounded by cops if not that they were a criminal? Cops make mistakes, sure, but there should be limits. If you thought things couldn't get any weirder, well, you'd be wrong. The man, trying to assert some sort of control, asked one of the cops if he could get a record of the search. Instead of answering, the cop threatened to arrest him for allegedly being racist.
You stopped me here in the middle of the street, searching me, and you expecting me to speak to you like this. Oh, hello. Yeah? Is that what you're meant to do? Yes, there is a need to shout because you aggravated me. You are aggravated me. That's why. Search record now.
Copy your search record. Are you willing to provide your details?
No.
Okay. An email address.
Unless this guy, he wants to use section 50. Listen to him. He's threatening me. He did threaten me, said everybody is antisocial behavior. What antisocial behavior is that? Yeah, because you aggravated me in the middle of the street when I looked at a can of Monster. You bunch of monsters. How about that?
The backyard of the police station.
So what? I've got eyes. I'm exercising my eyes.
Why you did it? I'm saying that's why you stopped.
I don't have to answer your rubbish.
I didn't ask you to answer the
I
question.
stopped you. I said, help, help, help. And then you stopped. Did you help me? No. So get lost. What did I was assaulted by these 3 officers. Yeah. So why didn't you help me? Unlawfully? Because I looked at a can. Do you know how stupid and ridiculous that sounds? This guy stopped me first. I chose not to speak to him. I carried on walking. Do I have to speak to you, Ginger Boy? Do I?
You don't have to speak to me when you're acting suspiciously, and then I've explained.
What? Looking at a can? You have no right to search me. You have no right to search me. Now, get on with the search record. Search record. Search record.
Feel free to make a complaint.
I will make a civil claim, not a complaint. I don't do complaints. Okay.
So you can either give me an email address, I can email.
I won't give you no details today. I will expect a search record.
Station tomorrow and pick it up.
So you don't have a reference?
There's no printer at the moment, mate, so I can't.
Oh, I can see people love you around here. I can see that. I need the reference number. I need something. You need to give me something. If you need to give me my search record, you deny me another right. No? Thank you. I will bear with you as long as you want, but I need that search record. So, where's the best place to get haggis? Hello? Hello? Where's the best place to get haggis?
So if you continue to question my ethnicity,
I'm not.
You will be getting arrested in a minute because that,
For
I
what?
believe that to be racist. Why?
Racist?
So, yes, I believe it to be racist. So if you continue in this vein, you may be getting racist for...
Racist against what?
For me, against my ethnicity. Why are you even asking?
I'm not. I'm just asking for food.
I'm not asking you for anything about your nationality or mine.
What do you mean?
So there's no need for you to be questioning me.
Yes, you did.
No, I never.
Somebody asked you for my ethnicity.
Yeah, that's part of the stop form.
Well, that's part of auditing.
Yeah, but part of the...
Yeah.
There's no need to ask where I can get the best haggis from, because I don't know, sir.
Because I have a best friend of mine. His name is the Laughing Auditor.
That's fine.
Yeah. And, you know, we might go together to Scotland one day and eat some haggis. So I'm asking you, where's the best place? Racist for asking the best place to eat haggis. Listen to this guy.
Yeah.
Dude.
Smell like a pig day today.
Aye.
Michael,
On what grounds, you ask? Your guess is as good as mine, because the cop didn't even seem to know. Despite even more cops gathering around him as time went on, the man wasn't intimidated, which seemed to surprise them. If more than 5 of them couldn't break his spirit, they realized they couldn't say anything that would make him give up his rights. That must have been clear to them, because in the end, the cops decided to get back into their cars and leave. Probably the smartest thing they did that day.
40-year-old man in the bike.
A 40-year-old man in the bike? So what?
I mean, you might get on with him.
You think so?
Possibly.
It looks like you're not liked around here. It's pretty obvious.
One person.
This guy said I'm racist.
I'm quite well respected
Racist?
by the majority of the people in town.
Oh,
Log reference number for you there?
that's the reference number. So go into any police station and get the search record.
From tomorrow, yeah.
Is that one okay?
Yep.
Yeah, of course it is.
This police station?
Yes, anyone you want in there.
9 to 5 from tomorrow.
All right. Jokers. Look at that grumpy one. He's so grumpy. Look at him. He's determined to arrest me, this one. Hey, you're not arresting me. Not today. Section 50. Antisocial. Racism. You name it. Wow.
When a cop saw a man exercising his right to freedom of press, he decided to approach him, accusing him of doing something wrong because he was recording the license plates of private cars. The cop seemed to think this was a big deal, but really, how harmful can it be just knowing someone's license plate number? When a car drives through the city, practically everyone can see its license plate. So how is that any different or more dangerous? The man stood his ground, telling the cop that he was within his rights to do so if he chose to. The cop, misunderstanding completely, took this as some kind of confession to a crime. The man tried to explain what the First Amendment meant, that every citizen had the right to photograph and record in public anything they could see with their own eyes. Adding to the confusion, the cop claimed that the man wasn't allowed to be in the area where he was taking pictures. But here's the kicker. The man wasn't in that off-limits area. He was standing on the sidewalk, filming from a public spot where he was perfectly allowed to be. Of course, it's a bit much to expect a cop to understand such details, especially if he's not even clear on what the First Amendment entails.
Going in to record personal secure information? Oh. That's what you're doing. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, no. What do you mean? I'm just taking pictures.
Of people's personal cars, license plates?
No, I'm just taking pictures from here. And plus I can, yeah. But that's not what I was doing.
So you're recording people's personal information?
I never said that. You said that.
No, you are. That's what you just said. You can't do that.
I'm taking pictures of anything I can see from a public spot.
Okay.
That's it, man. You don't gotta be, you don't gotta be all creeped out at me or nothing. I know I'm kind of ugly, but
you creeped out? You feel like I'm creeping you out, or?
No, the other way. Like I'm creeping you out. That's why you're out here.
Oh no, we have concerned citizens that work in parts of this building that are concerned about your actions.
Oh, taking pictures?
They're absolutely creeped out by what you're doing right now.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Well, they shouldn't be little babies. You know, they shouldn't be babies about it.
About
doing nothing wrong.
Pictures.
Not doing nothing wrong, man. And I'm not here for any ill intent.
It does seem like you are here for ill intent. That's
Taking
exactly
pictures
what
is
all
an
they're
ill intent, man.
concerned about. A secured area where people work.
Yeah, this is. I can go anywhere in the pub. If this.
I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying you're asking why it appears to be creepy. I'm just explaining to you that you don't get it.
I mean, I understand that you could feel like
Me,
maybe.
everybody
Well, no,
else
I'm
that's
saying
working.
you as in you guys. That your safety could be, maybe it'll have some alarms if somebody's out here videotaping, whatever. That's fine to make contact with them. All about that. I'm not here to hurt you guys. Not here for anything.
Totally doesn't seem that way. Like that's what everybody's concerned about. Is you have.
Well, you guys should educate them a little bit.
I don't know why you're doing it. Other than you
Well,
want to give off that vibe. Like that is your intent, is to give off that vibe. And I'm not mad at you for it. That's how you get down. That's how you get down.
Yeah. No, I mean I support you guys too. So yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. I mean, don't. I just want to tell you guys something. If somebody has a camera, doesn't mean they hate you guys.
Oh no,
I've worked with police officers.
However, the fact that the man knew the law really well seemed to bruise the cop's ego, and he started to argue using some pretty baseless accusations, which were already quite flimsy. He questioned the man in a tone that implied he was up to no good, but in truth, the man was simply enjoying his freedom to move around in public just like anyone else. Another cop jumped into the conversation, probably thinking he could outsmart the man. This cop claimed that their female colleague felt threatened because the man had taken pictures of her in a harmful manner, but they had zero proof to back up such a claim. Cops need to remember that just because they say something doesn't make it true. The man responded by telling the cops he had no idea what they were talking about. Nobody had approached him with any concerns. Quick on his feet, the first cop concocted a story that she hadn't spoken to the man directly because she found him too intimidating, so she left it to her colleagues to handle. However, if that had truly been a concern, the cop would have brought it up right from the start of their interaction, not 10 minutes into the conversation. It was pretty clear that such a colleague probably didn't even exist.
And it feels like you have very ill intent, but nobody knows why. Then what are you? Why are you out here?
Just to take pictures. I'm working on a story.
In a secured area of.
Yeah, this is just part of it. I just got here, so I'm going to be doing everything here.
Female employees.
Female employees. Oh, well,
She thought you were taking pictures of her.
No, that's what you did. Again, you did take a recording of her. It's not having her grow up. That's
in
what
all
you did.
honesty, I don't even know what female you're talking about.
The one who came and complained about this?
Oh, she didn't even talk to me. I have no idea.
No, she didn't, because again, this is creepy, as you said.
Well,
according to her, it's creepy.
Oh, okay.
As you said, creeped her out. Creeps out a bunch of people.
Yeah.
But again, I guess you have every intention of doing that. That's the whole purpose of this, or do you have another purpose?
I'm doing a story on everything, man.
What's up? What everything?
Oh, the whole property right here. So I'm gonna go around the building, do everything. I just looked at that, your statue up there. Just got some fine details on there. That girl sees her crying if you haven't seen it. I don't know. I'm having.
You know who that is?
I have it on here. It's a sergeant. I don't know who it is, but it's. I'd have to go read it again. But yeah, that's just a sergeant. Huh?
You know what's going on in the world?
Yeah,
right?
in this day and age.
You almost hate this content they have for this.
Oh,
Do you think that the people that work here, right, especially us, the citizens that are aligned with us, are kind of concerned of what you're doing? Right? Does that not stand out as suspicious?
Well,
so
if it is suspicious,
how can we help you? And so you can move along your way.
Oh, I'm not going to move out of here. Move away. I'm going to get my everything for the story done, then I'll be out of your hair.
What's your story?
Well, I'm not going to tell you guys that right now. Maybe down the road, when I figure out how the publishing everything's going to work out,
Imagine how some cops are so focused on boosting their egos and using their power unnecessarily even when they're off duty. Take this one cop, for instance. He was out riding bikes with his wife on his day off when he spotted a man filming with his phone outside the police station. Instead of just enjoying his ride, he stopped to confront the man, thinking he might be up to no good. Really, he should have left that to the officers who were actually on duty. Then this cop accused the man of planning a terrorist attack and demanded to see his phone. Isn't that a bit over the top? Why would anyone escalate to such a drastic story and demand to see what was being filmed unless they were worried the filming might catch them in some bad act that could jeopardize their job?
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
If I seize that, then
You're going to seize this?
yeah. And then
Why?
Because I think you might be doing something like
So, do you know the memo by the National Police Chiefs
So
Council?
what I'll do, if I take that and then I'll review that, and then if there's anything.
How about I show you the footage now? I've been here 5 minutes, alright? So I don't want you to see this, my only phone. Terrorism for public photography.
Hang on. I spoke to you, yeah? You said, I've got permission, and I said, who from? And then you didn't give me the details, so I mean.
I did give you details.
No, you didn't. You said.
Article 10 of the Human Rights Act, yes. Freedom of expression, freedom of the press.
So then I think.
Do you know what that means?
What's that guy doing?
Do you know the oath that you took to uphold your oath?
I think, what's that guy doing? That's a bit odd.
So you're incriminating my right to silence and my right to privacy, is what you're saying?
I'm making sure that you're up to no good.
You make sure that I'm up to no good?
Yeah.
You mean you make sure that I'm not up to no good?
Yeah.
Or you're trying to find something? You're trying to make sure that I'm up to no good, so you're trying to find anything that you can, because I didn't want to answer your questions.
I'm making sure that you're here,
so
you don't not posing a threat to anyone.
Okay.
So you hang on, stop.
Okay.
Right? So you're right. Those signs there says no access beyond the public.
At this point, am I being detained?
Hey?
Am I detained at the moment?
No.
Okay, so I'm not detained. All right.
Not at the minute.
So you still haven't identified yourself. As soon as you said you threatened to seize. No, identify yourself, because you threatened to seize my phone. So let's go through the identification, prove that you have the power to do so.
Okay.
Andy McDonald, 2249. Is that constable? Or is that sergeant?
Constable.
Constable.
So
I want to know, so I know how to make a complaint. And you are?
I'm Detective Constable Dodds.
You're Detective Constable
I'm
Dodds.
here with my colleague.
Perfect.
Listen, so because we've
Have you got your warrant card with you?
Yeah,
Please, in your plain clothes. Can I see it, please?
We're talking to you right
Yes,
now.
and if you're talking to me in your capacity, then you need to show me your warrant card. Did you guys learn nothing after Wayne Couzens? Nothing at all? No, because he's just threatened to seize my phone and accused me of being a terrorist.
No, I said under the terrorist legislation, I might take the device because you were being.
If you suspect me of being a terrorist?
Yeah.
So you suspect me of being a terrorist?
So recording the police buildings at that time, I was thinking he's gone past the signs that say no filming. Now actually, that thing at the sign at the start says you can film. So happy days, yeah? So I engage with you and you say you got permission, would tell me who from.
Right.
I didn't think you were allowed to be here, but actually it does say past this point.
Thank
that's
you.
Good. But at that time I'm thinking, what's he using the footage for? Because we've had people before.
And being accused, the cop's behavior seemed almost laughable. The cop even tried to bring up a trespassing accusation, but that was even more ridiculous than the terrorist claim, because you can't accuse someone of trespassing on public property. Does this cop even understand what trespassing means? However, when cops like this one mess with people who know their rights, they shouldn't be surprised when their actions are called out and they end up exposing just how flawed some police behaviors are.
Like filming the doors, the accesses and all that, which obviously is worrying.
Again, are you aware of the memo that was circulated in December by the National Police Chiefs Council?
So I've asked to see the footage, and you
I don't have to let you finish. That's the problem.
So you've asked...
Yeah, I've asked you a question. Do you know of the memo from the National Police Chiefs Council? Then you should. That is absolutely no excuse. There is every constable, every member of constable in the country is supposed to be fully briefed on this issue.
We've had a look at the footage. It looks like you've just come here to film in the public access, public areas. If you stay in the public areas, happy day.
And what if I don't? What if I go down there or down there? Then what?
Down there?
Yeah.
Then I expect that you'll be trespassing.
Sure.
And then you'll have to leave.
Okay. And what if I refuse to leave?
Then I'll remove your device because I think you're probably doing something.
So you're going to remove my device for engaging in a civil trespass, although you've just seen the footage.
Because I don't know what you're going to... one of the reasons I think you may be going on that, I suspect that you want to sort of look at access and things like that. So that would worry me. So I'd remove that and check the footage and then see what's on there. If there's anything on there that could sort of give away, I don't know, you put it on YouTube and it shows you access routes and all that lot, take it to the court and they might decide.
You really think that would go to the courts? Mate, you would find yourself in civil litigation before you could say shit.
So we'd have a look at that.
Yeah.
If there's nothing on there, then happy days.
Yeah, you'll be the one up in court in civil litigation if you take my phone.
Happy days will get returned to you.
Go for it.
But if not, then you'd be trespassing, you'd be ejected from the site for trespass.
Right.
But if you're staying in the public areas, have a
you need to jog on, you need to go home.
Okay,
I think you haven't even shown your warrant card, so you can keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. You're not even going to identify yourself.
So you can,
well, I don't know if you won't identify.
You can stay in the public
You're just another Wayne Couzens, aren't you?
You have a nice day in the...
So yeah, try not to murder anyone, try not to rape anyone, try not to take pictures of anybody in your care. Try not to strip search any 14-year-old girls, what you police like to do. Especially ones like you who refuse to identify.
Oh really?
Yeah. You won't even show your warrant card. It's right. You're gonna get an IOPC complaint. That's fine. Trying to abuse terrorism act. Considering there's a memo from the Chiefs Council. Yeah, I've got it all on camera. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I will show them footage. You're going to abuse your powers despite the memo that you're all supposed to be briefed on.
Have you noticed that a lot of cops seem to have a thing about cameras and recording in public? I'm not sure if it's because they want to flex their authority or if they're scared someone might catch them slipping up in ways that could cost them their jobs. This rookie cop was one of those. He started off acting like he was all about the rules, saying that a man had every right to film whatever he sees in public.
I'm going to leave because I've got more to say to you. But yeah, we'll leave you in God's capable hands. All right.
I love that. Detective Sergeant's got to get PC to handle his dirty work.
I just
Love
want
it.
to make you as comfortable as possible, so I'll introduce myself as PC137. I've had no idea as to what this incident is about. What's going on here?
I'm sure they've just informed you of that over at the car when you were stood there talking for 10 minutes.
Well, I've got a rough idea, but I'd like to hear it from you. As I say, I'm completely unbiased.
I'm here minding my own business. I come and get accosted by 2 constables.
Okay. Any reason police station compared to anywhere else?
Because we pay for it and I can.
That's fair enough. It is a public property, isn't it?
Thank you very much. If only they knew that.
What I'll say is that obviously the inquiry office isn't open, so
Yeah, I know. I already tried to go in there. Yeah.
have a chat. They do close at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
I just want to make you aware that I'm not suggesting that you will at all, but certainly we have had cars damaged here in the past, and that's why when we see somebody sat here with a camera, just sometimes people don't have as good intentions as yourself. So,
Do you stop everybody with a camera in any place in the country then, just because they got a camera? Because cars get damaged all over the country, not just here.
Particularly because we work in a role where a lot of people don't necessarily.
I wouldn't bring your vehicles to work then if you're that worried about it.
But obviously we've got to get here somehow.
You can cycle it. You can get public transport. You can get public, if you don't live in Huntingdon, you can get public transport to Huntingdon and then walk or cycle it. There are options. You know, if you're that uncomfortable and that concerned about your vehicles at your place of work because of the role that you do, and the mitigating factor is the fact that you know the risks of the role that you take when you sign up for the job, that onus is on you.
Okay, that's fair enough.
As simple as that.
Do you have any further plans this evening? Is that something?
Why, you want to take me for dinner?
No, not all.
No?
I'm just generally trying.
I won't eat you out of house and home.
Oh really?
No. Just the Mackies will do me.
No worries. Are you planning on being here long at all?
As long as it takes.
As long as it takes to what though? What is your intention?
Finish my objectives.
What is your objectives out of interest?
Private.
No, might be private. I'm interested
Yeah.
because you've definitely got obviously my interest right now. So I just want to know what your objectives are.
Fair enough. And you're allowed to have those interests.
Are you got friends coming to join with you with your objectives, or?
So I've seen a bug go down my top. Oh. Sorry.
Got any friends coming down to join you?
No, I don't have any friends. Billy no mates me. I know, it's sad, isn't it? You want to be my mate?
I don't know.
No.
Don't
think so.
If I'm honest, I've got so many friends. I'm not really in the market for anymore.
Fair enough.
Do you mind me asking, is this one of the Audit in Britain sort of style videos? I'm not suggesting you are, all just out of curiosity, because we know that there are auditors about. I'm just trying to gain what your kind of objective is.
I'm not going to mind at ease.
Well,
You don't here to cause any problems within our grounds.
Again,
my
my objectives are private, and I will stick to the fact that I have the human right to my private thoughts and my private home and family life, and I will stick with that.
What I would say is that camera's obviously pointing in the general direction of where our vehicles, personal and police, go in and out. Obviously you're aware that there are traffic cars which come out of here pretty speedily. We wouldn't want you to be around and potentially get hurt.
Oh, that's right, I'm decided to win barrel. I actually like that you've got this. This wasn't here last time I came. This whole footpath wasn't how to walk along the road, so I like that you've included this.
You might think he sounds like a good cop based on that, but don't be quick to judge. Pretty soon, the cop showed his true colors. While still trying to appear like one of the good guys, he told the man that cops get suspicious when they see people filming because there have been incidents of vandalism in the past. But here's the thing, this man had nothing to do with those incidents, and a camera certainly doesn't cause vandalism.
I would say as well is the officers, my colleagues who are very good at their job, have tried to be polite, and they've just asked in a reasonable time frame, about 10 minutes, that you just go towards the outside of the site. Now, what I would suggest, as somebody who, I haven't looked at all the planning permissions and the exact boundaries of this building, I don't work at this station, but I would generally say probably up to that fence line up there, and probably up to where that giveaway line is, would probably be, rough area I would say is HQ. So if, when you move on, if you could just move on outside of that,
I mean,
it will make us feel more comfortable.
I would say, quite honestly, with the PC137, that these double yellow lines are indicative of something that the council have instilled. Double yellow lines don't typically tend to be put on private property, so I would say probably up to where the double yellow line stop is where I would be absolutely fine to be accessible and be classed as public property. Secondly, my rights don't have an expiry time. You know, I've already explained them here. Exercising Article 10 of my human rights. I have the right to gather and disseminate information to the public under that freedom of expression. Well, essentially, at least until the new Bill of Rights gets processed, and we'll see what happens after that, because that's a load of bullshit as well.
Okay. Obviously, we're in control of the Bill of Rights.
No, I know you're not. No, that's the only thing. That'll give you guys a lot more power to sort of potentially abuse our rights, unfortunately.
Okay, I'm sorry you feel that way.
No, it's not you, it's the government. We'll have to deal with that with protests and what we do.
It's the first name, so I can refer to you as something else other than sir.
Sir, it's fine.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. Just on the flip side of things, and I just want to turn this on its head. If I, outside of work, sat outside, say, your home address on the public highway and sat with the camera facing your address, would you feel comfortable?
No, but this isn't your home address, isn't anybody's home address.
No,
if you did it at my place of work, then I wouldn't give two rats.
You know what, we spend so much time here, it's practically is our home.
Yeah, but that's the case for everybody who works. You know, nobody really works 37.5 hours a week and afford to live these days. You know, people tend to do 45 to 50-hour weeks, and they spend most of their time at work. So that is the case for the majority of the population in this country. So you're not alone in that. I do sympathise, but yeah, you're not alone in that. But again, this isn't a place of residence. You know, it's publicly funded. No, I'm quite comfortable with it.
We are going to obviously conclude this conversation. We're going to get on our way.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you should have done that a good 25 minutes ago. But
the only thing I will ask from me is, I understand that this camera is facing the police station. I understand that I can't make you turn it another way. You obviously know your law, and that's brilliant, because a lot of people don't. You know your rights. But what I would just ask, as a request from me to you, is just that you're not filming any number plates of specific vehicles. And as I say, that's only because of the concerns which I've raised, and it's a request, it's not me telling you.
Yeah, the only one that I've got that will probably make the footage is the one that came and reported to you, just because I want her number plate to be able to make her a complaint. You'll see she didn't identify, so...
You can make that complaint and share that with the complaints authority in relation to, obviously, the number plate, but publicly broadcasting, is that really fair on her right to a private life as well? The only reason I ask this, because officers and non-officers, civilians, etc., are being traced by their cars, by their names, etc., through so...
The cop even suggested the man shouldn't film in public because it might make some people nervous. Great, but what does that have to do with the man, right? Plus, he definitely shouldn't give up his rights just because it might make someone else uncomfortable. It's important for everyone to understand their rights and not be swayed by others' insecurities, especially when those rights are protected by law. How do you think people should handle situations when they're unfairly asked to stop filming?
Social media, everywhere else, and then there's issues outside their addresses. Not saying that's your intent, but people might get obviously on board and then get a bit aggy over it and actually challenge those officers outside.
Have you ever seen the police interceptor programs and all those sorts of things? Number plates are all over them.
Yeah, that's
all over.
Heard,
only the ones that are the direct subject of the stop. All the other ones in passing, around the police stations, around the roads, they're all visible. I've looked at it.
Okay. Is that including their private vehicles they drive?
Yeah, probably. I mean, this is the thing, right?
I'm just asking you.
No, okay, this is the thing, right?
About her.
Yeah, okay, but this thing, if she didn't come and try and find out what I'm doing and she just drove on, she wouldn't have even made footage. And even if she did, nobody's going to pay attention to that number plate and give a fuck because nobody cares. You find something in a passing shot. I understand that, yeah, police get targeted and they may get tracked, and I do get that.
Drive?
Pardon?
Do you drive?
Yes.
Okay, what vehicle do you drive?
Well,
what's the index registration plate of that? Just for your viewers, so they can understand. So you're obviously saying it's okay for her. Just for your viewers,
See, I don't give my registration to you guys because...
I'm not asking for it directly, I'm asking you to put on the footage as well, just because if it's not really much of a problem to film somebody's private plate, and obviously there's the possibility of them being traced.
See, I've parked not far away from here. I have no issue. I have no issue with anybody seeing my number plate. I won't tell you directly because you can go inside and go find out who I am if you wanted to. No, but you could, and that's the reason why I won't. And it will go on your report that this person with this registration.
In the same boat as her.
Yeah, and that's fine. Like I said, when I do this, people come and take photos of me. They come and try and find out what vehicle I want to go back to my vehicle. Whatever, you can take a photo of me. I'm in public. You're recording me now, I should imagine.
Indeed, and I've informed you of that.
Only just now.
At the start, I said.
He said he switched it on.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember that. I will check back on that. And if you haven't. And only because you said you did, but if you haven't, I am going to submit a formal complaint. Usually I'll just tell you and try to get you to know. But yeah, I don't remember you saying that. But fair enough if you did. If you did, then, fair enough. But,
out of interest, we're going to go anyway. Out of interest, who are you filming for and what, was it Facebook and social media?
For myself.
I assume you're live streaming?
No.
I'd just like to watch it back, that's all.
No, I'm not live streaming. No.
You'll find it. Where's it been posted then?
You'll find it.
I don't.
You'll find it. It's not going to be difficult to find. I don't name it some bizarre thing.
Cambridgeshire Police Headquarters, I'm guessing.
It'll have something like that in the title, or I usually tag the location. It will come up.
All I ask is, can you stay away from out of the car parks, please?
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay. And the reason saying, stand up car parks, as I did say, we have had damage caused to our vehicles,
That's
etc.
But yeah, you got me on body camera, you've had a long conversation with me. If any damage happens, I'll be your first suspect. So.
Start wandering around the car parks, and I noticed obviously you've got a bag on your back as well. You may end up being subject to a search.
Search for what? What would you be looking for?
Items going equipped, could obviously cause damage.
Okay, what section is that going equipped?
Section 1 of pace.
Okay, fair enough. I mean,
We'll get out of here anyway. Thank you very much for your time. Take care, yeah? Thank you very much. Take care.
ta-ra.
A cop decided to stop a man for no good reason, and then, when the man asked why, the cop just started arguing with him instead. He could have admitted his mistake and let the man go on his way, but instead he chose to stick around and argue. Nothing's worse than dealing with a cop with a bruised ego. The cop tried to turn the situation around, making himself out to be the good guy, and the man he stopped as the bad one. He claimed that asking for the man's name and date of birth was necessary to protect his rights, but really, it was just like asking for his ID, clearly a violation of a personal right. The man, wanting to resolve the issue, asked the cop to call his supervisor, but the cop pretended not to hear him, blaming the traffic noise and the rain. Not falling for such a weak excuse, the man repeated his request louder, making sure he was heard. The cop, knowing it was part of his job policy, reluctantly agreed to do something about it. But here's the worst part. The cops had parked their car right in the middle of the road across two lanes, almost causing a collision because of the bad weather. Can you imagine? These same cops would be quick to lecture citizens about road safety, and yet, when they do something like it, they act like it's no big deal.
I can't answer any more questions. I'm a private citizen. I'm private.
Man. I actually was just gonna give. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Sure. I know the whole rigmarole of I'm a traveling, all this stuff. You know, I'm a free citizen.
Good. That's good. Thank you.
I honestly was just going to stop you and give you a warning on your plates and get you on your way, just to let you know. Sometimes.
Well, I'm glad you make that decision.
People just
Thank
don't
you.
know that their plates are expired.
Well, it doesn't matter anymore.
Well,
That's administration and law.
Sir,
Sir, I'm invoking my fifth. I'm invoking my rights. I'm invoking all my rights, sir. I'm invoking all my rights.
Okay.
All my rights. Are you going to retaliate against me?
I just want your.
Are you going to retaliate against me if I invoke all my rights? Yes or no?
I just want your date of birth so I can get you on your way.
I'm making sure you can hear me. I'm not yelling at you, sir.
I'm not yelling at you either.
Okay.
I just want to get you your date of birth.
I want you to answer my questions because I'm invoking my Fifth Amendment rights.
Okay.
All my rights.
Okay.
Are you going to retaliate against me in any way?
No, actually, I was going to give you a warning and get you on your way.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Okay, so what's your date of birth?
I'm not answering any questions. I'm at the Fifth Amendment. I'm using my rights. I'm a private, personal, and not personal. This is people when we're traveling.
What crime has been committed?
What crime has been committed?
What crime has been committed, sir? Can I speak to a supervisor? Do we have a supervisor, please?
State Trooper, Kaiser, 298.
Caesar. 298. 298.
Exactly like a Caesar.
I'd like the supervisor here. All right.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Always checking things.
There it is. Now
Look at what you guys done, dude.
Look what you've done. Get that on video. Hey,
Get
the video.
Up there.
Get the video. You guys are causing accidents.
We didn't see what happened.
Well,
We just fucking saw it,
Get
dog.
up there. You'll see if they're all
They
right.
just crashed their cars into each other.
That's what we're paying you for. Get out there.
Is there a victim?
You guys are peace officers. Go do your jobs. Look, they're still just milling about.
Hey, come on!
Right there, two people just crashed
Two
into each
officers
other.
of our law.
And they're just milling about. They want to ask us questions and waste our time, and in the meanwhile...
Did you see him say that? I saw it. I saw the crash.
I didn't see anything happen.
You can hear it and freaking see it.
I heard it. Oh, boom. Coming to talk.
But a new cop who showed up didn't have so much patience. He walked up to the car window and demanded that the driver hand over his driver's license or ID. However, it turned out this impatient cop was actually the supervisor the driver had been asking to see. The supervisor insisted the driver roll down his car window more, claiming he couldn't hear him well, even though the window was already open enough for a normal conversation. Remember the near-miss traffic incident I mentioned earlier? Well, it actually happened. While the cops were busy dealing with people who were hesitant to hand over their IDs, none of them thought to check if there were any victims from the crash. You'd think that regardless of how minor the collision might have appeared, it would be their duty to make sure everyone involved was okay, right?
Sir, do you have an ID or a driver's license? What's your name and badge number?
And I need your identification.
I will give you my name and badge.
No. You're the servant. You're the servant
You guys
to
are
us.
public servants. We pay you.
Let's do it. I need your driver's license. I need your
Why are you shaking
information.
your head? You think this is funny?
This is how it works. This is your
You guys
job.
took an
We're
oath.
the
Did
people.
you take an oath to the United States Constitution?
Can you put the window down because I
No, sir.
You need to put your ear up to the window. Your other boy was doing that, so you can too? Yep, you can do it.
You can hear us.
You have to have a driver's license. You're not supposed to touch our private vehicles either.
Listen, I'm trying to talk and I told you I cannot hear you.
So put your ear to the window.
With the driver right now, okay?
What is your name and badge number, please?
I need your name and badge number.
Name and badge number.
Can we have a conversation?
I am.
Yep, name and badge
I'd like
number.
to handle this diplomatically, all right? You have your rights. I have a right to do my job. That being said, you've asked for a supervisor, so I've come. I am Sergeant. If you write this down.
You see this? You see the accident you guys just did, okay? You did see the accident. Thank you.
I have other officers that are.
How do you know? Nobody's talking to me.
So, is there a victim here? You're dealing with us and a victim? Is there a victim or a property?
Let me explain and then ask
All
the
right.
questions and we'll go one at a time.
Sergeant,
right?
yes.
That's how we should have a conversation. So, as I understand, do you know what you were stopped for?
I would like to know the articulate reason that I was suspected. It's the articulate reason why I was
suspicion.
ridiculous suspicion.
Articulable reasonable
I'm still
suspicion.
finding out. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing.
Thank you.
Well, you're wasting everybody's time while there's people up here hurt and you guys are standing here.
I can't hear you.
There's people hurt, man.
Hold on just a second. His plates are expired. Your registration, all right? Your plates are expired in May.
The supervisor told the man that he just wanted to identify him. However, that was exactly where the problem lay. He wasn't allowed to do that. The cops hadn't even explained why they had stopped him in the first place. Just because they made a stop doesn't automatically mean people have to identify themselves. The cops really have no authority over anyone as long as they aren't breaking the law. Since there was no evidence that this driver had committed any crime or broken any law, they shouldn't have stopped him at all. The situation got even more heated when the supervisor started threatening this man with prison, but the man told him he wasn't afraid to go to jail for defending his rights. What was even more interesting was that the supervisor refused to identify himself. You have to wonder why. If he had nothing to fear and believed he was doing everything by the book, he wouldn't share his own name.
Who's the victim?
Sir, I'm telling, and I understand that you probably, are you considering yourself a sovereign citizen?
No.
There is no such thing as a sovereign citizen.
All right.
No
I'm
such
just
thing.
trying to identify. I'm not trying to get in.
I'm a people. We the people. It's a people.
What's your name and what's
You
your name
are
and-
acting as a person. You're still a people, but you're acting as a person.
In the state of Missouri, in the United States. He's Trooper Kaiser is the one that stopped you. He stopped you for your plates. You asked why you got stopped. All right, we have a lawful duty. That is why you are, and I'm not, it's not a discussion, I'm just telling you, okay? He has a lawful duty to come up here and make a traffic stop. All right, you have to provide your information. He is telling me that you have a valid driver's license. However, he's also going to give you a verbal warning for your registration. Now, you're subject to go down the road.
Yeah, I'm traveling. I'm traveling. I'm not driving. I'm traveling. I'm not driving.
All right. So in the state you're traveling, I'm not going to get into the semantics of that. You have a lawful violation. You can have. You're making this more difficult. You believe a certain thing that you're traveling and so forth. We do have an obligation. You could be taken to jail by some other officers. All right. He's giving. I'm just telling you.
And I'm not afraid to go to jail for my rights.
I'm sorry.
I'm not afraid to go to jail for my rights. These are our rights.
That's fine. But as long as we can be.
Very common. I want to be happy with you. I think you guys are doing a great job.
I'm telling you, you're getting a warning. Get that taken care of.
Yep, you guys need to take care of this, people. That's victims. That's a victim. There is no victims here.
I've already tried to explain this.
I understand.
I'm down the road so I can
All right, let's go.
I'm one person.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be bothering a lot of other people. Nothing. Just are
What's
we?
your name and badge number?
I've told you numerous times.
No, you keep saying sergeant.
509.
You keep saying sergeant.
509.
No, sergeant what? Sergeant what?
Sir, you're free to go.
Name.
Thank you.
Sergeant what?